Hey everybody, so I'm here because we have our radiant heat system up and running. And here's what it looks like. Not all the covers are on it. Things are going to get moved here soon, but we started with a Rinnai, I hope that's pronounced right, high efficient boiler. It is set up for propane. It runs down to 1 feed and 2 feed. Comes back up through the floor, back up, both separate pumps, back into one. Our expansion tank, our blow off, our air remover, our strainer. That's supposed to be for our fill, but I'm actually been using down there. I don't know if that's, yeah, that's what we set it up as. And it comes back to the boiler. So the boiler we picked is rated at 150,000 BTUs. And the reason we picked that is when I looked online to figure out how many BTUs is, because I have 5 inches of concrete and 4,500 square feet of concrete to heat, it recommended we needed about 130,000 BTUs. So I went a little bit bigger, 150, because this is South Dakota here, and we do see days, weeks of 20 below. So with our insulation in the wall being an R34 or something like that, that should be fine. We're still working on the insulation up top, but the parts I bought everything online. I did it all myself. You can buy kits that include your expansion, your blow off, your air evacuation, even with your boiler. You know, and just to your pumps, just to this point. And that'll run you, you know, $3,500, $4,000. So this guy cost me, I think, $1,700. I think this kit was $200. This kit was $170, I think. Don't quote me. The pumps were $79 each. The expansion tank was $40 or $50. And then I think miscellaneous parts and everything else, I probably have about $400 or $500 into it. So with everything, I have equal to, you know, less than what they put in. Just for their boiler to the pumps. You know, just this portion. Just this portion right here. That doesn't include the thermostat. It does not include the zone controllers or the second thermostat. That just includes your boiler, your fill, your strainer, your blow off, your evacuation, your tank, and your motors. It is a lot nicer, prettier, but this is what I did, and this is why I had this much room. And the boiler isn't going to be as good as this, I don't think. But let me check that pricing. Maybe I'm wrong. Might just can claim that portion. But that's what I used. I believe these are Vevor. Yeah, these are Vevor parts. They work good. Right now they're off, but if I change the thermostat, it'll kick back on. It's all stainless steel. I have not had a single drop out of any of them, which is good. This is Vevor also. It comes with all the way from here to the end. Some assembly required, all the way to the valve. So I can shut these off and pull the system apart if I need to and keep the water in the lines in the concrete. The pumps are WiseWater circulation pumps. They're 3-speed. Right now they're on high speed. I used a HydroSmart thermostat, 2 of them. As we continue on with our build, these will get moved out. That's why they're just kind of sitting here and all the wires are still out, because they're going to be moved several times. An expansion tank. I don't remember what brand it is. Everbuilt expansion tank. I think it was only a gallon or a gallon and a half. I don't remember. Let's see what it says. Maybe it's 2 gallon. 2 gallon. 2 gallon expansion tank. Everything I used was brass or copper, because I just don't like the idea of having just black pipe in this system, because it's just circulating water. Black pipe can rust. Had to buy crimpers for it. I think I just bought a Master Force crimpers for the rings. I used 1-inch pipe all the way around for the feed. And the kids are watching Spider-Man, so, and then just cut a hole and vent it outside. This boiler, I can set this boiler up to run on an outdoor thermostat, so when the temperatures outside start to drop, it'll automatically kick that up higher to compensate for the loss of heat. Right now I'm not running that system. I'm not running it that way. I'm just running it at 108 degrees, which seems to be keeping the house, you know, above 55, which is all we really need, because we're still living in the camper. The more we put in here, insulation, building wise, it'll probably help and keep the building even warmer. But as we build, this is where we're at. The zone controllers, I got these each for like less than $50 a piece. It's just the Taco brand, SR501. They were on sale at a local store. If I could have gotten a 2-zone, but it was more than what those 2 cost together. So it was cheaper to buy 2 versus a single 2-zone. Makes sense. And then obviously the 2 thermostats, like I said, were HydroSmart. They can get you can order a in-floor concrete sensor. That's what these extra tubes are for, sticking out of the ground for the concrete sensor. But yeah, our system's up and running. Has been for about a week. No leaks I can see. That's our system. Thank you for watching.